Hi guys, let's take a look at the legend character of Gardner. Essentially, I was about to say one of the few, but one of the two legend characters that are actually wielding two power ring. In this case, it's a green power ring and a red power ring, and we have Kyle Rayner who's using a blue power ring and a green power ring. So that gives for a nice combination. And as you can see, the character looks both awesome and atrocious at the same time. Not to make a bad pun. The black around the eyes and the red eyes is a bit disturbing, but it's a nice design. It just looks a bit weird. So let's take a quick look at his powers. Essentially, sometimes some powers will have combos built into them. You can see that if you scroll through the powers and if you look at the description. Usually it will say so, like essentially with pulverized, it unleashes a furious ground spike, damaging and stunning all nearby enemies. And if you tap the melee immediately afterwards, you will perform a follow-up strike. So there's not that many legends that have such combos. Like a Wonder Woman is another legend that has a few combos like that. So it's a good idea to look up the combos if you don't know what the character is actually doing. But I think that's his only combo. Let's just look at it quickly. Yeah, that seems to be his only combo. So essentially, once we use the first one, if we tap the melee, we're going to perform a combo. So let's try it. Let's try it without the combo at first, just to see what the power does. Now let's pull back a bit so that we can actually see. So as you saw, he sort of punches the ground. So let's try and tapping the. So essentially, if we keep on tapping the square button, it will give a few extra punches. A bit like what Arkilla was doing. At some point, Arkilla was punching the ground, and he could keep on punching and punching and punching as long as you would press the attack button. In this case, it's more or less the same, but only for like three shots. So that's pretty much it for the first one. The second one, he throws some sort of projectile at his opponents, and you can see some powers are red lantern powers, and some are green lantern powers because obviously he's using both rings. The third one is going to be a red lantern one. So essentially, he summoned this kind of huge flail, sort of, and throws it at his opponent. The fourth one is an energy shield that protects him. Obviously, as you can see, it's a green one. So let's try the fifth one. Essentially, he vomits I was about to say blood, but it's actually plasma. I guess we're trying to avoid blood in order for some. Essentially, if you do stuff that involves blood, you have to put a higher rating. Like if you do something that's like PG-13, and then you have a character that spits blood, it actually has to be rated a little higher because of the blood. Which is why in many movies you'll see either green blood or black blood or anything but red human blood. And the last one, as you saw, you lunge forward your enemies and you hit the ground and you send them flying. So that's pretty much it for his powers. And for his combos, I obviously the whole if you hold the square button, you will lunge your opponent. That's pretty much a standard for every weapon. The distinction will be the kind of lunge you do and the animation, but it's usually the same thing. Essentially, is going to have, I guess, similar combos than Steel or Harley Quinn because he's using a two-handed weapon. Although instead of using a big hammer, he's using like a piece of plywood made of rage power. But anyway, so the second one will be hold hold. Oh, I didn't hold at all. So let's try it again. Hold and hold, which seems to be called the big scoop. And the third one is hold, hold, and hold. So let's try and hold some more. Hold, hold, and hold. The fourth one is the doom spin. So hold, two tap, hold. So hold, tap, tap, and it didn't work. Hold, tap, tap, and hold. Timing is everything. And of course, it may seem simple like that, but in the heat of battle, when opponents are hitting on you, it's a bit harder, or it's easier to mess up. So essentially, four hold. So hold, 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 and hold. Pretty standard for most legends using two-handed weapons. And the last one is a clubber. Well, not quite the last. The last one with the square button is the clubber, which is essentially 5 tap. So you can't really go wrong. At worst, you'll mess up and you'll just keep on punching the square buttons. So essentially, you hold, hold, hold. So you can do as many hold as you like, and you're going to do a combo. So the first hold you do this. Then if you do it twice, you do this. Then if you hold 3 times, you do this. And if you hold 4 times, you do this. And at worst, if you mess up your hold, if you hold 1 time too many, you're going to do the next combo. So it's not a big deal usually. And obviously, if you hold the triangle, you're going to throw your piece of plywood at your enemies, and it's going to hurt them a lot because, as you noticed, there's a few nails in your piece of wood. So, and of course, if you just mash the button, here's what happens. So let's go through the powers one more time quickly. So essentially, the first one, you can mash the ground at least 3 times with the square button. The next one, you throw some sort of projectile at your opponent, or some sort of missile. The other one is some sort of big red flail that you throw at your opponent. The fourth one is your energy shield protecting you from harm. The fifth one, you puke plasma at your opponents, not blood, plasma. And the last one, you jump and hit the ground and pretty much affect. I was about to say everyone, but mostly everyone around where you hit the ground. Because obviously the first one, the middle one resisted this attack. So that's pretty much it for our friend guy Gardner. So that's it for now, guys. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.